What's up, Metal Summoners? So awesome as always to see you guys. Thank you so much for rocking out with us and joining us on a little bit early than you guys are accustomed to, but we are always down to accommodate the needs and desires of our guests when they come on this show. But it's all about you guys. We appreciate you fans. You allow myself and Angel to do this show every week. So thank you so much for jumping back onto your island of misfit toys to rock out with myself, to rock out with Angel, but to rock out with this man. We are very stoked. We appreciate his time and very honored that he is joining us. We have got CARBONSTONE in the house. Corey James is live. How are you, brother? Thank you very much. And welcome to the Metal Summit.
Fuck yeah, man. Thanks for having me, dude. Doing fucking great. Doing great. It's awesome. We're halfway through the fucking week.
Right. Yeah, that's always kind of our thing. We kind of kickstart everybody's weekend in the middle of the week.
Yep, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, the Metal Summit on Hump Day. So
on Hump Day.
Yes.
Cheers.
Absolutely, for sure. So you mentioned about earlier about just getting done rocking out a couple of practices. So again, we appreciate you jumping on with us after those. But how's 2024 starting out for you so far, man? You've definitely made some cool show announcements. And again, and congrats on the new single.
Oh yeah, that's so the new single's dropping next weekend. I'll announce it right now. It's going to be Friday. Next Friday, the music video drops at 8 p.m.
The 16th, right?
Yes, 16th. Yeah. That's what. Yep, White Noise. It drops.
Of course, that's the only day next Friday could be.
That's it. But we're super stoked for that. That filming that music video sucked so much ass. It was ridiculous. We did it during an entire snowstorm, so that was pretty wild.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, it was fucking cold, but okay.
It was cold as fuck. That's a running joke we have in CARBONSTONE is that we always film our music videos when it's freezing fucking cold outside. Every time. You know, I don't know if it's because the inspiration hits, during the winter months and, all the holiday fun and all that shit, but that's what we do.
Hey, we got to stick together during the winter, stay warm.
That's it.
Absolutely, man, 100%. But you guys have been definitely rocking out. You've had a lot going on in the CARBONSTONE camp. We've seen you. You just recently got done playing the Wrecker with Any Given Sin and Silver Tongue. We saw you opening up for Saliva and Drowning Pool at Soundstage a few months back. So it's definitely been solid live action for CARBONSTONE lately as well. Yeah,
no, that was a really cool show. That was wild. That was Ram's Head. Drowning Pool, Saliva was Ram's Head.
Oh, right. Not Soundstage. Right. Ram's Head.
Yeah, we had a lot of drinks that night. That was fun.
Yeah, that we did. Absolutely, for sure.
Yes, we did. Yep. And Any Given Sin show, that was a blast too. We always have fun with those guys. They're great fucking people. Great people. Yes.
No, definitely. They've always been very great. The Mike I've known for many years, and
hell yeah.
So always love anything that they've got going. They've got tour stuff coming on as well, so that's very exciting. A lot of awesome stuff in the land of Baltimore music scene and Baltimore bands.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. We talked also briefly off the air because you guys had also announced that you're going to be going to PA soon and playing with Priest and Vampires Everywhere at Love Drafts.
Yep. That is it's actually our first time back to Love Drafts since I think 2022. So I'm really excited about it. We haven't been there since they did the stage switch. They did some upgrades and all that shit. And their food's amazing. Their food is always fucking amazing, man. I'm excited.
Totally. Oh, it's good. It's great. Yeah, I was there last week. I went up there to check out Ari Lehman, who was the actor who played Jason, the boy Jason in the first Friday the 13th. Because
That's fucking wild.
He has his own punk band called First Jason. And so we went up there to interview him, me and my buddy Ron, and watch that show. But it's definitely different because I remember the first time I went to Love Drafts, I believe it was when I was going to see Edema, and we come rolling up into there, and they're moving chairs and tables, and the bar's kind of inconveniently in the middle of the floor. and I'm just kind of like, geez. And now the last few times I've been to Love Draft have been after the revamp. So the bar's pushed back. It's a big open floor now, so you can really enjoy yourself when a band is.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. So you'll definitely be able to, like, stick your face down into some crowd action, man, with a nice like group of people in front of you, man, as opposed to peeps weaving in and out of tables.
That's awesome. That's a huge fucking change.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So why don't you brief everybody who's unfamiliar, but also just talk to us a little bit as well. Let's talk a little bit about how CARBONSTONE got started.
Oh God. So shit, I started this way back when I was younger, a lot younger. Just kid that fell in love with fucking music, man, and just I wanted to do this to connect with people, and a long time ago, I picked up a guitar, and I realized I had some kind of sense of voice, and I was like, okay, let me pursue this. Obviously, way back then, I was terrible. I was so fucking bad. But when you play every day, and you just keep grinding, you can kind of make something happen. But a bunch of us guys got together, and we had some swap changes, lineup changes, but we're all here now and still doing it. So, fuck yeah.
Absolutely, for sure. What was kind of your thought process and your vision behind the sound that you wanted CARBONSTONE to put out?
So originally, I've always wanted to go the industrial route. I'm a huge Nine Inch Nails fan, huge Static X fan, and we just didn't have the capability to do that, all those years ago. But now, everything's at your fingertips, and you can get just purchase all kinds of the pads and shit you need to make it happen. So. Dark Matter, the album we dropped back at the end of 2021, was kind of like the huge turning point for the band's sound. So I finally feel like it's where I've always wanted it to be. So we're still trying to keep pursuing it and take it in the direction it is, while still maintaining the heavy hard rock shit there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. How did you? Where did the name come from?
So originally the band was it was going to be called Carved in Stone, like a headstone, and had this big ass fucking party. I was really excited to tell everybody about the new band name, but I was pretty wasted, so I slurred it out as CARBONSTONE, and people replied back to me, and I was like, "That's got to be the band name now. It's done. That's it." So total accident.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn, Jaeger.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Jagermeister.
Yeah. No, absolutely, for sure. When it came to when you got everything rolling and you got the stone rolling and all that kind of stuff, how did you find the writing process for the band to go? Like, did you find that things started kind of flowing naturally? Did you need to kind of like think back between like, well, I wanted to be portrayed this way, or I wanted to have this kind of sound? Like, how did you look at the actual writing of songs to make sure that your vision would come to light properly?
That's an awesome question. Honestly, it was natural. I've always tried to not put anything in a box, and Crystal's the same way. Anytime she writes as well, is not putting stuff into a box, because you really trap yourself as an artist in that aspect. So everything's just natural. I just write, and it turns out the way it does. Thank God, and that's how it operates. Honestly, it's fucking wild.
Absolutely, for sure. So, with the single coming out next week, and your current shows that you have announced, how are you looking at 2024? Are you trying to make it kind of live based? Are you looking for like studio type stuff kind of sprinkled with live shows? I know it's still pretty early for something like that, or is it still a little bit like that, still a little up in the air?
So I think I'm totally a masochist, and I know that Crystal's also a masochist. So actually, all March is studio. So we're in the studio all March, every weekend. And then we have a ton of shows that we're booking that we still can't announce yet.
Yeah.
So it's definitely all over the place. It's studio time, live shows, a lot of out-of-state traveling at the same time. So it's going to be a busy fucking year. Chaos.
That's not a bad problem to have, man.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely, for sure. Angel, let's kick it over to you for a little bit, my good man. How are you this evening?
I'm awesome. I was just wondering what the hell is on your shoulder?
On my shoulder?
I
No,
think
What?
Jay.
no, he's talking to me.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
My cat needed to make his weekly appearance.
There you go.
Yeah, but normally, he does it with the front, showing his face.
Yeah,
Not this time.
he's my scarf. He's my scarf
Yeah,
today.
he's just smacking you around.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
Cat's-
I don't have to sit and take this from y'all.
Yeah,
Cat's
Motley's
rock,
like, I don't
man.
need this shit.
Yeah.
I can just get my own damn channel.
Pretty much. Dude, if I actually made like a Motley the Cat fucking Instagram page, that thing would explode.
People love
Sorry,
animals.
Motley.
Yep.
Yes, they
Yep.
do.
Yes, they do. Amen.
So I'm just curious. Can you talk more about the making of the video? And did you purposely plan it for snowstorms?
I can't.
This
I
is
can't.
awesome
So
that you did.
yes. So the snowstorm wasn't planned. In fact, the days leading up to the video shoot, we've had this video shoot booked since last fucking August. So
All day.
everyone's schedules are always so fucked up. So leading up to that music video shoot, I was freaking out because the Weather Channel. Here comes this big fucking storm. It's gonna shut everything down. Shut everything down. I'm like, oh my fucking god, dude! Like, how are we gonna reschedule this? Because we already had a whole bunch of PR shit scheduled after this video was gonna be filmed. So thank God it worked out, but it was treacherous for everyone driving to the video shoot, and it just didn't stop snowing the entire fucking time. We were there for probably about 5-6 hours, and by the time we were all leaving, man, roads were just inches and inches of snow and fucking ice. And I just kept telling the entire team, we had the videographer and photographers and all that shit. I kept saying, thank you guys so fucking much for, coming out here and risking bodily harm, for this fucking music video. So I can't wait. And it turned out so fucking killer. I really can't wait till everyone sees this shit next week, man. It's fucking crazy. We were miserable.
I'm guessing you kind of visualize how the video would be. So did the snowstorm, did that change anything, or did it add anything to the video that
It
you
definitely
can
added.
talk about?
There's some cool scenes of the drummer where snow is just blasting down on him, and it looks really, really cool. So without giving too much away, we filmed a huge portion of it in this giant fucking pipe. Actually, we filmed at Kim's Crypt in Pennsylvania. Yeah, super popular attraction, haunted attraction, and she's super amazing, by the way. We love her. This huge ass fucking like sewer pipe is where the entire band was crammed into, with the drummer on the outside. So it was really, every time we walked in and out of this fucking thing, just blasting by snow. It complicated shit because we had to keep the gear under some kind of cover, and that was kind of difficult. But it was fucking cold. It was really fucking cold. I can't wait.
Darn it. Jay, what are you drinking? That's the fan question I got.
What am I drinking? That has to be my brother Arturo. It is my brother Arturo. That is awesome. I'm actually drinking red wine tonight, which I drink a lot of anyway. I've been I'll drink any kind of red wine. I'm just into the style. But I've been really into this like 19 Crimes company out of Australia for a little while now, and over October they released a couple of horror themed blends because I guess they partnered in some way with Universal Monsters, because the Universal Monster logo is actually like on the bottle and also like stamped on like the cork. But they did a Frankenstein Cabernet and a Dracula red blend, and I like them both. But I guess it's apropos that the Dracula blend in particular I really, really like. So whenever I find that, I buy it in bulk. Like I found it at my local liquor store, and I think I bought like 8 bottles of it, and I'm down to like 3. but like,
Whoopsie.
but yeah, yeah, brother Arturo, it's a red wine kind of night.
Hell yeah.
Who did my tattoos? Oh my god! So, the bulk of my tattoos got done by a guy named Dave, who is getting back into the industry a little bit. He retired for a while because he actually was going through cancer treatments. So he actually retired for a good chunk of time. And the cool thing about Dave is he's not the jealous lover type. So like he knows that if I have an itch to scratch when it comes to tattoos, I'm going to get them done. But since then, I would periodically get done by a mutual friend of myself and my girlfriend Megan. Her name's Gabrielle, Gabby, out of Emporium Tattoos out of York, PA. She's done pieces on me, and she's also tattooed Megan as well. But the main person that does a lot of my most recent tattoos is a guy who works out of Annapolis now. His name's Matticus Goodman, and he does really excellent work. He does more of that like American traditional kind of Sailor Jerry type stuff. And that's kind of how I like a lot of my tattoos is what I like to call like simple, readable and kind of cutesy because I'm into like so much like Halloween-y type stuff. But Arturo, stop making this about me, man. This is about Corey.
Yeah, well, the person just asked another question. Do you have
God damn
eyes?
it, Arturo.
We've never seen them.
Does he
I've
have
never
eyes?
seen his eyes either. So I don't really know.
So here's the funny thing, and then I'll steer it back to Angel. Because this is actually like a real thing. I have a light sensitivity, so I'm always wearing sunglasses quite often anyway. Always have them around, whether I'm at shows for bands that have a lot of strobes or when I'm shooting photography. And from the combination of like my being on stage when I played to shooting photography now, having lights just in my face at maximum for so long, despite the fact that it's very common for people that have like grayish eyes like I do, is I developed like a light sensitivity. So it gets like really, really painful at times. But in order for me to be seen on the show, because I keep my apartment pretty dark, is I have a ring light right here that's kind of in my face. So
Yep.
So if you look way back in the early Metal Summit days, to our first couple of episodes of when we were the M3 Summit, I wasn't wearing sunglasses for those, but I also couldn't really be seen. And it wasn't until my friend Jamie, who has a great band called Love in Vain, he and his daughters used to watch the show a lot. And his daughter was like, "This is so much fun, but you can't really see him. Dad, give me your credit card. I'm buying him a light." And sure enough, about 2 weeks later, I got a package on my doorstep, and it was a ring light. So, and then when I plugged it in and started getting power blasted by that, I was like, okay, yeah, this is not going to work. And then people just seem to really dig on it. So I just kind of let it continue to be a thing while it is still a tool by having a light just all up in my grill. But Arturo, love you, bro. Thank you so much for supporting the show and tuning in, man. Arturo also has been the longtime manager of Michael Grace from the Misfits. So being a big Misfits fan, he and I have always had a very strong brotherly bond. But love you, bro. Angel, let's kick it back up to you, man.
Speaking of brother, Bobby, I sent you the link. Get your butt on the show, dude. Bobby's our other co-host. So he wants to know who's naked from the waist down. I'm wearing jeans, dude. Yeah. I'm not naked from the waist down.
What the fuck
I'm wearing
kind
fucking
of question
jeans.
is that?
Bobby's, I think, Bobbying out again.
Bobby's bobbing out.
Bobby,
yeah.
I was like,
Bobby won't.
I was like, I'm sure that Megan and Crystal, respectively, aren't going to let that be a thing.
Yep.
Your mom's watching. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh
God.
Hi, Mama.
This has turned from music to porn in an instant.
What the fuck?
If you're happy and you know it,
Clap your hands.
Say a
Clap your
swear.
hands. Clap your
I'm gonna
hands.
start. We should have done this on OnlyFans.
I know, seriously. But the the problem is then the show would be turned into only funerals. So
That is so true, Jay.
That's clever.
The question is, how will she bury you? Upside down, face down?
Cremated.
No, I would do Jeffrey
Sorry.
Dahmer style.
It's
Joe.
Bobby's fault.
Cremated.
Yeah, cremated.
I would do Jeffrey Dahmer style.
Oh, you
Oh
promise?
Jesus!
Oh,
Damn. Now that I would pay for.
oh, nice. See, only funerals. You can buy our monthly subscription for $6.66.
Each bottom part of Jag.
Now I'm being auctioned off.
You are so dead.
Shout out to Tina McGraw. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's Megan's mom.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
Yeah, she's really gonna kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Let's how did this become about me, by the way?
I have no clue.
What the fuck?
Exactly. Now we're gonna turn this on to relevant awesomeness. We're gonna make this back about all things Carbonstone.
Okay, you have a record, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we have a
Yes.
Okay, talk about the record. Yes. Let's go from
So-
talking about porn back to music.
Back to music. So the record's called Dark Matter, and that came out October 29th of 2021. I cannot believe it's already been that fucking long. It's crazy. And so that was our first record since 2014. So the whole band kind of whole band went on hiatus. Just kind of had to deal with a whole bunch of shit, and inspiration hit, and the whole process of the record. All smiles. I see this person over here, fucking all smiles. What the fuck?
That's Bobby.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Cheers.
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 Cheers, brother.
Awesome.
Bobby, yeah.
I'm at Poco's. I'm drinking.
Yeah, he's our loose cannon of the
Dude, you lied to us.
Jay,
You said
I am not that loose. Not that loose.
You're top off.
I'll be the judge of
Dude,
that.
Wink,
I'm
wink,
so
because you are
disappointed.
oh, that's right, because you are white sensitive. I mean, light sensitive.
Oh my God.
I know.
How can you be white sensitive and be in Maryland, in Baltimore?
That's all of us Salem vampires are just that way, bro.
Salem Vampire. Salem Vampire.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the record, so after the hiatus, just literally, I remember we were doing an Anoxia single. We were recording Resurrection in the studio, and I was tracking the guitars for that, and then bam, out of
What about
nowhere,
an erection? What?
I said Resurrection.
My bad. I'm
Yeah.
old.
And so we were having a good time there, and inspiration hit, and I was like, "Holy fuck, let's just do a whole nother record." It's been a long fucking time. Let's go ahead and get a new record out there.
Nice.
And we just literally that entire fucking year of 2021 was every weekend just living in the studio and doing all these fucking songs, and it turned out really, really good. I was really happy with the end product, but that was a crazy fucking time. Time.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because what was your experience coming off the blackout of 2020? You know, because it was such a crazy time when it came to obviously not being on the road, not getting to play and get out there and perform. But it was also tricky, I can imagine, for when it came to traveling, hiring, and various techs that you would normally have engineers to work on records, depending on people's personal choices, personal beliefs, or just health in general. How do you remember that time for that record?
So fortunately, we really dodged the bullet on that because we weren't really as serious about music at that time, with doing the singles and touring and all that stuff. So we were still kind of in the hiatus thing a little bit. And again, I remember watching and Crystal watching all these fucking bands out there just suffering, man, with the whole COVID situation just destroying everything. It was terrible watching all that happen. I remember really feeling for all the artists out there that weren't able to fucking, put food on their fucking table because that's their main source of income. And again, we really dodged that because it wasn't until the beginning of 2021 is where I snapped back in to really just going full blown towards music. So, I'm very thankful for that we weren't a part of that. in that moment in time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Absolutely. Angel, do we have any questions at the moment, brother?
No, but I have another one.
Yeah, absolutely, brother.
During that time, like, was there any leftover material that did not make it onto the record?
Yes, that's a really good question. We have, I think, there's probably about 4 demos out there that were so close to getting put on there that just didn't happen. I actually had songs from back in 2014 that ended up making the cut and being put on the Dark Matter album in place of those. So yeah, so we still have some extra demos out there that we're probably gonna end up bringing back around and putting on another project down the road album wise. Yeah, good question.
So, as an artist, just curious to ask, when you make a record and you have material left over, do you ever think, shelve it for another record or give it to another artist, see if they want it, or save it for a special anniversary or extended version?
It's always shelve it. It's like, there's a reason why I didn't feel so strong about this to put it on this record now.
Right.
So, put it away and revisit it. And, a lot of the time I'll listen to it again and be like, meh. But, every now and then there'll be a demo that I'll revisit and be like, well, why the fuck didn't we do that? Why didn't we put that out there? So, but it's always good to have that other material sitting there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Corey, let me throw this out. Is there any female you'd love to collaborate with? Say, Lizzie Hale. It could be anybody. Look, Miley Cyrus. Go out,
Miley Cyrus. That's a good question. I'm a huge fan of Lacuna Coil. Christina Scabi would be awesome as fuck. Amy Lee would be awesome as well from Evanescence. Obviously, my wife Crystal gets that comparison sometimes. Don't give me that death stare. Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
Somebody's not getting it tonight.
That's Bobby. Bobby is responsible for 2 funerals.
Seriously.
Bobby's responsible for 2 funerals. Well, hopefully it's going to be
single.
3.
I'm glad I'm single because I don't have to worry about.
I'm glad I'm gay.
What about
Go ahead, say that again.
God.
what about Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm?
We can work on that one.
Yeah. Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm.
Yeah, Lizzie Hale.
As like a collab.
So here's an
like a collab
interesting fact.
idea.
So David Ivory, I work with. David found Lizzie, and my partner back here, not Dave. Like, he's just a trick. But my partner Tony back here is worked with Amy Lee from Evanescence. So
Fucking awesome.
there's a couple
That's
things.
badass. Fuck yeah. That's good shit.
Yeah, but Lizzie, we can do, but I got to tell you, your wife might get a little mad. There's a little trade-off to get these women.
She won't let that happen.
Dude, can I be part of the deal?
What about Ash Costello?
We won't tell her.
She's cool too. She's cool. Ash Costello's cool too.
Nice.
Yeah, but
New
she's
Year's
gonna
Day.
find out.
And you got Maria Brink from In This Moment.
Yep, Maria Brink. Yeah,
That one's mine.
Crystal's actually. Crystal said that one's mine. That's what Crystal just said.
Crystal says that's my collab.
That's Maria Brink. She's a huge In This Moment fan.
Nice.
Huge. Fuck
I'm
yeah.
a huge Avenged Sevenfold fan.
All right, I'm getting the flag or fag or whatever. They're making me go home.
Hi, Bobby.
No problem, Bobby.
Oh, wait, he's still drinking. Wait, I can get another cocktail. That means. Damn it.
There you go.
Corey, what do you think of Avenged Sevenfold? That's Megan's favorite band.
They're not bad at all. I got tons of fucking respect for them.
Nice.
Tons of respect for them, man.
Oh yeah.
Especially after losing the badass drummer, man. They still came back. They still fucking did it. There's a really cool video I remember seeing. I don't remember where they were, but they were in a bar somewhere, and they got up on stage and performed on stage.
Yeah,
Oh fuck yeah, hell yeah, that's awesome.
Jimmy with the Jimmy the Rev head.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Good shit. But they were at a bar somewhere and people didn't even recognize them. And they asked if they could get up there and use these instruments, and they did it. This video's on YouTube somewhere. And they got up there and started performing their songs. And it was so cool to see them just in this small ass bar environment, rocking out as Avenged Sevenfold. Like, and so much respect there because they just got up there and did it, man. They had fun, and that's what's fucking important as a musician. It's just, you got to have fun, man. Fuck all the business and all that crazy shit. You once that fun stops, dude, you have to reevaluate. You know what I mean?
I got to hang out with Avenged Sevenfold at a bar in Baltimore.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's fucking badass.
Hanging out in one of the local bars outside of Ram's Head Live, and they said, "What kind of shots you doing?" I was like, "I normally do vodka," and they say, "Well, you're doing Jack tonight."
Good shit.
I got drunk with them.
I do Jack tonight because Tony's being a bitch.
Nice. Hey, Corey, when you're putting your mind into writing music and like kind of deciding on like, you know, studio time and lyrics and putting out music, do you ever have a difficult time differentiating your writing style from Carbonstone to Anoxia?
That's a great question. What is the ritual of getting your hair so impeccable? That's a great fucking question.
His wife.
That's a great question. Yeah, that's my wife. That's Crystal. That's Crystal.
She's a hairstylist.
She's not a hairstylist, but she can pretty much do anything. It's fucking incredible, right?
Anything that she recommends.
Hair gel and hairspray. That's it. That's all you got to do.
I thought hair gel was bad for your hair.
Is it? Well, fuck.
No, I'm just.
But
your wife is definitely gonna kill me.
You know what's really good for your placebo is really good for your hair.
Oh Christ!
Don't even say it, Bobby.
Yeah. We'll save that. We'll save that for the Only Funerals episode.
There you go.
Only funeral.
Yeah.
So back to the question. Back to the question.
Something about Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great fucking movie.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that's it. So writing with Anoxia, writing with Carbonstone, it's really cool. Because when I'm writing for Anoxia, I can literally just set out any kind of stress or any kind of vocal melodies I hear, and I can just fucking shred on the guitar. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna write a fucking song on guitar right now, and hopefully she likes it, and hopefully she connects and she can do something with it, you know. And so that's really cool to set aside the whole singing aspect of it. So yeah, which I love doing that too. You know, sometimes it's a good break. It's a good break to just fucking write a song completely guitar wise, because 90% of the time when I'm writing for Carbonstone, I'm already singing, getting ideas in my head as I'm writing riffs. You know, so it's pretty cool to kind of separate that.
For sure. Absolutely. And I've always just found this to be an interesting question. I mean, you're a longtime veteran, a longtime pro, but do you ever play with Anoxia where you're in a band that has a front person versus Carbonstone where you are the front person? Do you ever find that you have to like click your brain off in certain ways when it comes to being in one band versus the other?
Yes, absolutely. And that's why, I mean, obviously everybody knows, but it's Anoxia that's all her, man. That's her. That's why I'm not no singing, no screaming. Just I get to literally just jam out. Just
jam.
Just go crazy, you know? Yeah, because Crystal just recently started doing vocal fries as well. Relinquished to Quiet, so she's working on those more as well. But yeah, it's pretty easy because in Anoxia, you don't see my face, so I can be a whole different person, you know, and that helps separate it. That helps really separate it.
Corey, I'm the same way on Grindr. I never show my face.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know. Well, sometimes when it comes to Bobby, we have to understand that we have moments of derailment.
I get it.
So,
I get it.
I use Angel's face. One or the other. It depends.
That's
Dude, use
fucked
my
up.
face. That's very popular.
no,
That's how you get the views.
Angel's getting dragged into this. Amazing. No,
Depends on what you're using my face for.
yeah. So Corey, when it comes to putting together CARBONSTONE Live, how would you describe them to somebody who's never seen you before?
Oh man. High energy. We have a fucking a vampire hype bear that gets on stage with us, which is pretty cool. Total fucking accident how that happened. AM Trauma. We dropped that video back in. That was the first single off the Dark Matter record, and we had this cool bartender who was a bear tender, and the fans fell in love with him, and we were like, okay, so you're a band member now, and that's literally how it happened. He doesn't play any instruments. He gets out on stage. He gets everybody hyped up. And he goes live for us. Halfway through the set, he'll film us when we're live. Go Facebook Live on the fan page and shit. But yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool having him up there. So yeah, high energy, dark, emotional with a vampire hype bear.
Oh, yeah.
And that gets people saying, huh? And yeah, just go check us out. Go check us out.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Yeah,
Well,
This is not music related, but what is your favorite horror movie?
Favorite horror movie? That's tough. I saw favorite drug preference, alcohol.
hey, we covered it all. Sex, drugs, horror.
Favorite horror movie? I'm a huge fan of the Insidious movies. I really like the Insidious movies.
He's one of me. He's part of my team.
So twisted.
Insidious
And-
to me was dumb.
No. It was a really cool modern take on horror. It was, in my opinion.
She's a Conjuring person.
No,
I love The Conjuring.
No, I'm a Michael Myers.
Michael Myers is the person.
That's my next is Halloween. All the Halloween movies.
Okay, there you go.
That's my next. Yep.
Yeah.
Almost every Halloween, I dress up as Michael Myers.
Nice. She's got like a whole mural of Loomis
Fuck
and
yeah.
Laurie and Michael on her, like with the pumpkin and knife.
I got
That's
the
so awesome.
1978 Halloween tattooed on me.
I was not a fan of the most recent one.
Oh
No, don't even get me started about that one.
yeah.
I was, he's cowering in a fucking sewer. Come on, man. That's Michael Myers, dude. Come on, bro.
They tore down his home.
But Halloween Kills, that was fucking fire. That was so good. So good.
Halloween Kills was amazing. Halloween Ends,
Yeah.
I just want that movie to burn.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
It-
totally.
Nope.
Yeah.
I hate that
The-
movie.
The funny thing about Halloween Ends is every advantage that it had, that the franchise had as an OG slasher and
They ruined
taking over kills when it was back and forth for so long about Michael versus Jason, who's got it. It's
Michael.
Jason, it's Michael. All the momentum that Michael had from being the OG series when it was late 70s for Michael, 1980 for Jason, and then all those those great recent movies, Halloween Kills, they literally just fucked it all up. And the funniest,
They threw it out the window.
they did, because the thing that got me the most about it was
What
the
about Art the
fact.
Clown?
Oh,
Lisa
nice.
said, what about Art the Clown?
Nice.
He don't compare to Michael.
He
Lisa.
will.
Sorry, no.
But
No.
is the fact that the one thing that really got me about that situation was they literally took an idea that Friday the 13th did 30 years ago, which is kind of that young boy taking on like the personality and maybe being the new killer with what they were doing with Tommy and Corey Feldman's character.
Yeah.
And then repackaged it in Halloween Ends, where I'm like, wait, you've literally been going head to head with this other slasher guy for all these years. And then you went and took an idea that he already did 30 years ago. that's not a good look. And for horror fans that are watching right now, spoiler alert, you've had plenty of enough time to watch the movie. But the fact of the matter is, the fact that they wronged that guy so badly by turning him into a hamburger at the end of the movie,
I cried.
that pissed me the fuck off.
I honestly
Yep.
cried watching Michael die.
Yeah.
You can't go from Halloween Kills. You remember the beginning of Halloween Kills? He like slaughters all the fucking firemen. Like he's Michael Myers. He is just the badass, right? And then you fast forward to the next movie, and he's cowering in a fucking sewer. You got this guy in there harassing him, and he's just like, how did they drop that ball on that fucking end of that saga? I watched it one time, and I remember it, and I don't like it. And I'll never watch it again.
I hate
Same.
that movie. I hate it.
I saw it in the theater, and because I can't have I'm a avid physical copy horror movie collector. I got to do it. It's just what I do. It's
Good
what
shit.
I enjoy. But like, and that's the benefit is that Megan and I have some friends that own a movie store at the market by our house, and they were selling a copy of like Halloween Ends like super duper cheap. And I was like, you know what? I'd rather support you guys because I am not buying this from an actual retail store because that company, movie release company, production company, they don't deserve my money twice.
Yep.
So I was like, so I bought it for like a couple bucks to support my buddy's store, so I don't have a gap in my collection. But it's literally still, I think it's like still in its plastic because I'm like, and that it'll remain for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yep.
I was watching Michael Myers die the way he did in Halloween Ends. I'm not even gonna lie, I cried.
Yeah.
Yep. Crystal was not happy with the movie either. She was not happy about it.
Everybody always said, well, he killed so many people. I was like, well, they deserved it.
Yes. But I will also tell you though, Corey, the Monster Mania horror convention that Megan and I frequent and that we're going to in March next month, they did bring in Lynn Shay. So being an Insidious person myself, I am excited to meet Lynn.
That's so awesome. That's badass.
I was like,
wow.
Oh, right on.
Fuck yeah.
Sure. Cool. Angel, let's kick it back over to you, my guy.
I apologize to Corey, but people just asking different types of questions.
No worries.
Let me get to this one. And I actually agree. Has anyone ever said Angel looks like Robert Trujillo? Yeah, from Metallica.
Yes.
I actually lied.
I was
I'm the bass player from Metallica.
You fucking do though. You do.
Right. I try to get laid using that line. I'm like, yeah,
that's a compliment. That's great.
Hand out business cards.
Yeah, I am the bass player from Metallica.
There you go.
I played on Saint Anger.
There you go.
Nah, that didn't happen, but hey. Just practicing.
Is that a Michelob?
Just practice. Hell yeah, it is.
What do you like best about being? Oh, sorry.
Ew.
What?
I like liquor.
Me too. I like vodka more, but I got to get up early
I like
as fuck,
Jack
so
Daniels,
I can't be drinking vodka right now.
Right.
It's called sacrifices.
Oh yeah. Oh, you delicate little thing.
What do you like best about being a musician?
Oh my God! Look at the size of that thing.
That's what she said.
Oh shit! There you go.
You set yourself up, dude.
Yep. Best about being a musician, it's literally being able to connect with people. Sonically, it's and emotionally, it's really incredible to have fucked up shit come out of your head, and you write it down and you put it to sound, and have so many people just relate to it and connect, and because that's how I fell in love with music when I was a hell of a lot younger. Was hey, someone understands how I'm feeling. Someone has been through this fucked up shit before, and it helps it's to help people not feel like they're fucking alone. That's really, at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's the best part about being a musician, is to have that connection. There's
For sure.
cats all over the place.
Well, I know this isn't rock related, but can we all raise a red solo cup to Toby Keith?
We can do that.
Yeah, to that fucker.
Toby
yeah.
Keith.
Absolutely.
Toby Keith.
For sure.
Toby Keith. Crystal's cheersing too. Toby
Yeah.
Keith.
Absolutely. 100%.
You never know, man. You just never know.
No.
You never know.
Yeah.
You live
never know.
every
And
fucking day.
But
A big
but
fuck
also,
you to cancer.
absolutely.
Yeah, fuck you to cancer.
100% for sure. But Corey, on that same note though, you have always come across very approachable when you're out live as well. Like you guys go over to merch, you hang out, you're shaking hands, high-fiving and taking pictures and stuff like that. So it's always been super cool and very refreshing to see somebody like yourself, somebody who's up on the stage that people are paying to see, then be so approachable when it comes to the fans that were there to appreciate your music.
At the end of the day, dude, the fans are what make you. If you don't have fans as an artist, dude, like there's nothing. There's nothing. So I'm super passionate and strong feeling about you have to connect. On a personal level, as close as possible, but still keeping professionalism there with your fans, because again, they're the ones that they listen to your music, they connect, they buy your merch, they come out to shows, and again, as an artist, you'd be nothing without them. So I can't stand other bands out there that just fucking they stonewall their fans, man. It's like, and I've had it happen to me in the past. It's like, dude, we're all humans, man. It doesn't matter if you're fucking this big or this rich or you're signed to this label or what, dude. We're humans. We're all going to end up in the same fucking place. And, respect each other, dude. Like, just, again, they're coming to your show to see you perform. And the best thing you can do is shake hands, take photos, hang out for a bit. That's it, Humans.
Absolutely. And one other thing
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Angel.
Well, I'm
No
actually
problem.
going to make this into a two-part question.
Yeah.
Have you ever been starstruck, and have you ever met somebody that you was very starstruck? I'm sorry. Have you? That was dumb. I'm sorry.
I got you.
Have you ever been starstruck, and have you ever met a fan that was very starstruck to see you? Yeah, that's what I
Both.
meant.
Yes. So starstruck. There's been we've played with so many nationals and big names out there that Starset. I've been a huge fan of Starset, and meeting them was fucking incredible. I remember Crystal was starstruck when she met what's that?
Aaron.
Yeah, Mr. Aaron from Gemini Syndrome.
I love that band.
Yeah, dude, they're so cool. We're really cool with those guys.
I've gotten to know Meeks from Coal Chamber over the years, and he's such a cool cat. And he's so happy in that band too.
That's all. Yeah, that's incredible, man. He's come a long way.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. There's so many. Huge starstruck moment was, I'd have to say, I grew up a huge fan of Edema, and we played with them. We played them several times, but the first time we played with them was actually, I think it was Bourbon Street. Maybe it was the second time. It was at the Wrecker. We played with them at the Wrecker, and Crystal played with them too. That's right. But we ended up going out to dinner with them to the Towson Diner after that, and that I was starstruck as fuck, because I'm sitting there, like, I'm having dinner with fucking Edema right now at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning in Towson. And took some photos with Dave and all them and shit. But that was really cool. My teenage stuff. Yeah, dude, so cool stuff.
Dude, my buddy Ryan is literally their singer right now, so I feel that much more connected.
Mr. Ryan,
because
Mr. Ryan,
because like my homies in the band.
Dude, I grew up a massive Orgy fan. 1,000%, dude. Yep. So Jay Gordon, all the boys.
Ryan and Amir just released Candy Ass and Vapor Transmission on vinyl for the
vinyl. See, I follow that shit. Hell yeah, dude. I'm a mega Orgy fan, dude.
Yeah,
huge. That's awesome. Fuck yeah.
No, that's fun.
Do you have any?
What?
Do you have any rituals that you do before and after the show?
So in my earlier years, it was drink a lot, but now it's do a little couple vocal warm ups, maybe a shot, and maybe 2 beers before I get on stage. But um, it's usually just goofing off backstage. It's just goofing off. It's talking to other bands we're performing with on the bill and just bullshit, man. Just having a good time, just fun. Everything's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. So nothing crazy, but I need to create a ritual. I need to do something. I got to do something crazy each show. So we should come up with some ideas.
It's a beaver.
How about with the set list? Do you come up with that the day of the show, before the tour? How does that work with the set list?
We plan that out weeks prior, actually. So what we'll do is if we have multiple shows like kind of back to back or we go on tour, we just operate off the same set list. We might swap a song in and out, but we keep it the same.
Yeah.
We don't want to confuse other band members.
Nice.
Have you ever had a moment where somebody started the wrong song?
That's so
That has
funny
ever
you
happened.
asked that question. So the show we just played the other week, the drummer Jeremy, he had Mend queued up to play, and it was supposed to be Vertigo. And fortunately, when we were rehearsing it, I wasn't announcing the song title, and for some reason, I said on stage, "Hey, our next song's Vertigo," and he was back there, and he went, "Wait, what, dude? Fuck! Hold on a second," and had to re-cue the track for Vertigo. So it was that close, that fucking close.
Oh, so it didn't. So the wrong song didn't quite get out there, but it was close.
It was a second away. That's rock and roll, right?
Yeah. No,
But-
absolutely. Dude, that's so funny. So Corey, in a world now that Angel and I usually ask this question each show because it's kind of very interesting to get different opinions on it. In the world nowadays where it's like singles versus EPs versus albums, where do you kind of stand on it? Like, staying relevant with like single, then maybe putting them all together for the full release, or like only maybe a little kind of teaser because of a couple of singles because you want to put out the big product. What's your thought on it?
So that's an awesome question too. I'm a huge fan of albums. I'm a huge fan of hearing an entire piece of work together as opposed to singles being released. But again, singles, they're cost effective. They're better. You can spend a lot of time and money putting it on recording that one song, recording the music video, and then spending money on all the promotions that you could push around that one single, as opposed to an album where an album you're talking $10,000 to record it, to fucking put it all together, and then you got your artwork and all that shit. So it's kind of 50-50. It's a toss up, but me as a consumer of music, I definitely prefer albums. EPs are okay. They always leave me wanting more though. When a band puts out a 5-song EP, I'm like, I'm gonna listen to that fucking 50 more times, then I'm gonna want more after that. So it's tough, man. It's tough, and I am thinking that we're going to take what we've been putting out as of now and do a giant compile of an album of some sort in the next coming year or so. So, but it's tough. It's definitely tough because the music industry, dude, it's so much fucking money. I mean,
Yeah.
that is the absolute downside of being a musician, is how fucking much money everything costs. It's
Right.
not cheap. There's and but we do it because we love it. We do it because we love it.
Absolutely. When somebody comes up to, for somebody who's never been to a CARBONSTONE show, since we're kind of talking about releases, and they're coming up to your table for the first time, what do they get to see? Do they get, give them a little bit of the experience of them being able to go shopping, like shirts? Do you do vinyls? Do you have physical CDs?
We have the physical CDs. We got the shirts. One of our huge sellers are CARBONSTONE shot glasses, because a lot of people like to drink. And stickers, the usual shit. But yeah, the shot glasses are always a huge hit for us. And
Nice.
at the Wrecker, we have a really cool fan. I don't know if she's watching. Her name's Patty, but she likes to buy us shots at shows. So I came from backstage, and her friend is carrying this entire box of CARBONSTONE shot glasses, and I'm like, that's odd. Why does she have the entire box of CARBONSTONE shot glasses? And she sets them down on the table and pulls the lid up, and all the CARBONSTONE shot glasses are full of vodka.
Jeez.
Nice.
So yeah, so she went and she bought the entire case of shot glasses and then went over to the bar and then had them all filled up with vodka and brought them back over to the table. That's
Wow.
dedication. That's
Man,
dedication.
we gotta have Metal Summit shot glasses.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sure I can find a way to make that a thing.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I don't know who to talk to, but Corey does.
Yes, I do. Yep.
So
Just hit me up.
yeah, dude, because I'll need a CARBONSTONE shot glass of my own.
Gotcha.
Nah, totally. And like I was saying, but before you go, babe, you go relax a bit. Yeah, I was like, I need to upgrade my wardrobe as well, so I have a set between the two bands.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
Angel, let me kick it over to you for a second, my guy.
What kind of guitars do you have? What gear do you use?
I'm a huge Ibanez fan. So the most recent guitar I have is it's an Ibanez Nita Strauss, and it's a sick ass guitar. So all the promo stuff shit you see with Nita doing for Alice Cooper and everything, and she's flashing this shiny green guitar. That's the exact one I have. It's really fun to play.
So when going out on tour, how many guitars do you take with you when you going out on tour?
So we play a whole bunch of different tunings during our sets, like idiots. So it's probably about it's probably oh man, how many guitars do you think come on tour?
3.
It's more to 3.
Well, 3 apiece.
Yeah,
Well,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably about 6 per person. There's one guitar, then one backup for that guitar, and all the way down the
Yeah,
line.
that's
So
backup.
it's probably about 10 to 15 guitars come with us. Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for a string breaking.
That does happen. I love this question. Do you have any stalkers?
Not that I know of.
Oh, man.
Fortunately, not that I know of.
And if you do, they probably do a good job of stalking.
I was about to say that means they're very good. If I'm not aware, then they're very fucking good.
What are plans for touring this year?
So we're actually in talks with a really cool label right now that could push us forward for some really cool tours with hopefully some other nationals. And I saw that comment come up. My stalkers suck. But we're just waiting for some other things to happen, and we're gonna go from there. We have some really cool shit planned though later down the road for the year that we just can't announce yet. But really stoked. Out of state fans will be very happy. Yes.
Nice. So that means a UK tour, possibly.
Oh, I wish, man. I was actually born in Germany.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was born in Bremerhaven, Germany. Yeah, no UK tours as yet, but that'd be sick. That'd absolutely be sick.
So being born in Germany, being an industrial metal fan, you've got to have a little bit of Rammstein love, yeah?
I can't say much now. If you're I'll say this. This is all I'm gonna say. If you're a Rammstein fan, you're gonna want to catch our shows this year. I'm just gonna say that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nice. That wasn't even designed to be like a nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But stay tuned, CARBONSTONE fans.
Yep.
That's some good shit right there. But let me ask you, Corey, what do you think of Till's solo band and solo albums if you've heard them? Because I think they're fucking sick. I think they're awesome.
Brilliant. It's brilliant. That dude is a fucking cesspool of talent. It's just, and for his age too, man. Like, it's just crazy. He's just, I don't know, man. He's amazing. He's absolutely amazing. I don't dislike anything he puts out. Everything's fire. He's definitely fucked up. His music videos are fucking twisted. His solo shit's definitely twisted.
For sure.
Which is great. Because if you watch and listen to him in interviews, man, he's level headed. He's so down to earth, and you're like, you would never ever expect him to be that fucking crazy as an artist, but he is, man. So
I waited on him one time. It was really cool when Rammstein played Baltimore back in 2012 at the arena.
No shit.
We were staying in the hotel that I work for, and they came down, and it's actually kind of a cool story. I waited on a couple members of the band during breakfast the day of the show, and then they came in more in bulk the day after the show. So I got to see them at breakfast the next day after the show, like more members of the band. But they were all really cool. But he was a really nice guy.
That's phenomenal.
It was
That's
so
phenomenal.
cool. It's like, I can always keep a level head, at work, working at the hotel that I work for and stuff like that. I'm not going to get like rattled like that as far as my performance getting hindered. But it is thrilling when you do get some luck of bands or people coming through where even if it's a short interaction, it's just exciting. It's just fun. It's just
fuck yeah, dude.
It's just thrilling and interesting.
Just a simple hello. I'm a fan. You guys are amazing, and they say thank you so much. And that can be the end of it. And that makes your day, dude. That makes your day, and you never forget that shit.
Yeah. But it's crazy. Yeah. If anybody's ever seen Till live or seen like the live DVDs that he's put out for his solo band album, man, those performances are wild anyway. But the screen he has behind him, like some of the imagery that he throws out on that stuff is absolutely out there. I remember watching a particular scene during Skills and Pills and being like, wow, that's ballsy, but hilarious at the same time.
He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck.
Not at all, man.
Thank you, Art. I saw Art's comment. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, Art's the man for sure.
Awesome.
But when Angel was kicking off the guitar talk with us, what's your kind of like your rig rundown?
Ibanez guitars, Marshall half stack, man, just fucking that. I'm a huge Marshall fan, dude. I've always loved the sound you get out of it, and that I've been a fan ever since. So I haven't jumped around all over the place. I like PV too. PV amps are great as well. Gotcha. But I found that Ibanez guitars with a Marshall amp, you can really get that super crunch out of that shit, man. And it's I'm not going back.
Oh yeah, man. Are you with Ibanez officially?
No, not yet. But working on that. That'd be dope as fuck.
Hell yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna go back. After this, I'm gonna go back and do our IG posts, and I'm gonna tag Ibanez on your announcement.
Dude, that'd be sick as fuck, bro. That'd be sick.
I was like, be like, hey, there's a reason I did this.
Yep.
Absolutely, for sure. But one of the things too, we've talked about the album, we've talked about the upcoming single, and the adventure that was for sure. When it comes and how you're looking for 2024, if there's one thing right now that you could say about your goal and / plan trajectory of what you're looking for Carbonstone, what would that be?
So this year, it's literally about playing as many shows as we can. We have some festivals coming up again that I can't announce. Well, I guess I just announced festivals, but I can't announce them, so I can't say that. But it's all about getting out there as much as we can, because again, it's great to be on social media and connect with fans that way. But the real magic happens when you're actually connecting with fans in the flesh, in person, and you're seeing their reactions when you're on stage, and that's always the huge goal is as many shows as we can do. That's where the real magic's at. That's where the real energy is at.
Yeah.
Live music is the shit, man. You can't beat live music,
Mhm.
So we love being able to get up there and fucking do that shit. So as many shows as possible this year.
For sure. It's also got to be pretty cool though, like also to have like those like different outlets as well, where you've got Carbonstone, but then you've also got, Anoxia with Crystal as well. I mean, that's got to be a really like cool thing as well.
It really is. It really is. And we bring both sets of merch to every show. And Crystal plays a huge role in getting on stage with Carbonstone. We do tons of songs with her up there as well. And the fans go apeshit every time she gets on stage with us. So it's great, dude. It's such a good time getting up there, and have my wife on stage with me and going ham at the same time and horns up everywhere and everyone's screaming back. And she dropped the "oh yeah" at the last show and everyone did it back, and it's good energy, fucking good energy.
That's awesome, man. That's so sick, man. Fuck yeah, for sure. There's a couple of other things that we definitely want to touch base with you, but also Corey, we definitely want to be mindful of your time as well, especially coming off a couple of rehearsals. Are you cool for a couple more minutes?
Yeah, a couple more minutes, be good.
Absolutely. No problem, man. We definitely got you covered for sure. On that note, though, fans, that means it is last call for alcohol. Any final comments, questions, just statements that you want to say to Corey, things you want to ask him, kind words you want to say, curiosities you might have. This is the time for you guys to put those in. We always clear the board. We'll make sure that Corey sees them all, answers any questions, but now's the time to get them in. Don't say that you guys weren't warned. Last call for alcohol when it comes to final questions. Angel, let's kick it back over to you for a second, my guy, as we start one more spin around the table.
Dude, you totally caught me by surprise there, but okay. No, okay, so we talked about...
He said, fuck.
No, because I thought you was going to do a question. That's why.
Dude, I got this. No worries, man. We're a team. It's all good for sure. When you're looking at you've talked about what you have planned as far as live, coming up for Carbonstone. One of the things I always find particularly interesting is bands' thoughts on their live shows and kind of the like evolution of them when it comes to look, whether it be attire as well as lighting versus matchups when it comes to the overall presentation. When you were putting Carbonstone together, was that something that you took into account like right off the bat? Because sometimes I'll see these bands who I really love listening to their music and they're amazing performers, but I'll see them up there in like board shorts and tank tops and stuff like that. And sometimes I feel like that just kills the fantasy. Was that something that you were really big on early where it's like, hey, there has to be a look in a presentation?
Yes. I'm a huge fucking believer that the band needs to have an image, because if you don't have some kind of image, you can look like a hack job. Like you said, a bunch of guys up there in t-shirts and fucking shorts and stuff like that. And no. We have a huge. It's drawn out that no shorts. We're not doing shorts. We're doing not to sound cliche, but all black. But we try to change it up, make it look a little more different than just wearing black clothes and shit. But
Right.
Absolutely, because you're up there performing. It's not just music and art. You're a performer at the same time, and you want to give people a show. It's not just music; it's about a show as well. And that's something I really try to really do a lot of when we were up there is talking to the audience and bringing everybody in and not just song after song after song done. Is that's where the connection's at, is talking and getting people, to be involved with your show, and so absolutely, definitely image for the band for sure. Fuck
yeah. Sweatpants and hoodies are for travel and sound check.
That's it. That's it. Sound check's okay.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
So one thing that I've also noticed with a lot of bands that definitely get out there that are regional, national, and definitely get out there and play and love to tour is their kind of thoughts on meet and greets and stuff like that. How do you kind of look at stuff like that? Is that stuff you've considered for Carbonstone? Do you do it already? Are there little perks packages that you offer for when you guys are coming to town?
So we haven't even we've thought about it. We actually haven't done it yet because we're already out there mingling with everybody and talking to anybody. It kind of feels like, unless we got like fucking even bigger. I just don't see it being necessary just because, again, hanging out with the fans is always a huge focal point of the shows and stuff. And, we're not above anybody, dude. We're fucking humans. And
for sure,
you coming out, you buying a ticket and to just see us, dude, like that's good enough for me, man. Yeah. Fuck yeah. At the end of the day, that's it.
No, for sure.
Thanks,
Oh hell yeah, absolutely, and that's how it should be. I mean, I am a supporter and believer in what those extra packages offer and, and the value and how they help. But as long as I still feel valued as a fan or feel that a person is still approachable, then I definitely don't sweat whether or not, at whatever they feel is best for their band.
Yep. Absolutely.
100%. Definitely.
Fuck yeah.
Angel, you doing good, brother? Cool to kick it back up to you?
Yep. What advice would you give to anyone starting out right now as a musician?
That's a great question. Try connect with everybody. Just be genuine. Don't think you're better than anybody else. Don't fucking make enemies. Fucking help other bands, dude. Fucking like it's all about helping people, man. Life itself is about helping people. So as an artist, you should do the same goddamn thing for other bands, dude. Don't fucking no gatekeeping bullshit. Just if someone asks you for help, give them a fucking hand. Just that's it, man. That at the end of the day, it's just be a good fucking person. Just be a good person starting out as an artist, and shit will take off for you. It will.
And final question: what's on your bucket list?
Oh, there's so many things on my bucket list. Fuck. Oh God. That's tough, man.
Multiple buckets.
Multiple buckets. Definitely going back to Germany, getting back over there to Europe. Huge on the bucket list. That's a big one for Crystal as well. Going to the fucking Colosseum in Rome is huge one for me. Huge one. I'm a huge fucking Roman fan, man. It wasn't born there, obviously, but I'm just that's number one for me. I'm drawn there. All the gladiatorial combats and all that shit. Just it's such an interesting subject, Mm-hmm. My father's been there a million times. I'm so fucking jealous. He always comes back with all these fucking photos. Look at the Colosseum. Check this out. Look, the fucking went to Venice. I'm like, come on, man. Fuck.
Nice.
I see a cat.
And it's like we finished the show the way we started it.
Yeah.
With Motley swinging his tail.
Just
Motley swinging the tail.
Acknowledge me, motherfuckers. Like that's just kind of the way it is.
Yeah.
I feel like anybody who has a pet knows that no matter what, they're not exactly.
The orange cat.
I feel like especially with cats, I feel like it's definitely a cats thing, but I'm sure pets in general, anybody who's got pets knows that they are not the head of their own household.
That's right. We have five cats over here.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
I got two. Yeah. I got two over here, and then it'll be three when Megan and I find a bigger place because she's going to bring her cat from her parents' house over as well.
There you go.
Like that. But I
see that,
especially when it comes to this, dude. Cats rule everything around me, dude. Like
this isn't our house. This totally is not our fucking house.
No. 100% for sure. So, being that you're such a Gladiator fan, Corey, I gotta ask you this, man. Let's talk Gladiator movies, man. Are you a Gladiator fan? Are you a Troy guy?
Gladiator was fucking dope, man. That was such a good fucking movie. Joaquin Phoenix was badass. That was actually God, what was the Emperor's name in that? What was Joaquin's name in that? Do you remember?
Oh, jeez.
It wasn't Nero. I do know. I'm a huge history guy. Nero was dubbed the worst fucking Roman emperor like ever in history.
Oh,
He,
jeez.
yeah, he set fire to Rome and everything. He was some young kid. Maybe it was the fucking kid in that. I don't know. But the older father, the one that he killed in the movie, the actual emperor.
Oh,
that was Mark
Commodus.
Commodus. That's right,
Commodus.
Commodus. Yeah, that's right. So he was a shitty ass emperor too. But his father, Marcus Aurelius, he's actually historically one of the greatest Roman emperors of all time. So it's pretty cool they put him as the emperor in that movie that got killed by his kid.
Yeah.
And fucking huge. Look, I don't know if you can see it.
Yes.
SPQR, you see it?
Yep.
Yep. And that's where all the Roman generals had branded on them actually in history as well, which you saw in the movie as well. So, but huge fan. And Troy was fucking dope as fuck too. Brad Pitt was awesome in that.
Yeah, I love that. You know, it was funny too because like I've always been a fan of this guy Nathan Jones, who's been in tons of movies. He's from Australia. He was in the WWF for a little while, but he's always played these big, like gnarly dudes. But I mean, he's got like a martial arts background. He's actually a really athletic guy. And I was super stoked for that opening scene, man. I was like, oh my God, Brad Pitt's going to take on this gnarly big dude. It's going to be this amazing scene. And then it's one move and it's over. I felt so robbed.
Dead, dude, but it was such a good scene.
Oh, it was sick, dude. I mean, the death of that character and the way that he did it's amazing. But I remember me and my brother looking at each other in the theater, being like, "That's it. We're so hyped for Brad versus Nathan, and that's what you're going to give us." Can't fault the death because the death was killer. No pun intended.
Yeah.
I felt so slighted, dude. I was like, oh no, man.
But it set the tone for how badass Achilles was gonna be, dude.
I know. I was like, you know what? You don't owe me back my money for my ticket, but I should at least get a free refill of popcorn for how fast.
There you go. Fuck yeah.
For like how fast that death was. I was like, come on, man.
Bang, shink.
Yeah, exactly. It was just around him and just pop. I was just like, oh my God, you gotta be
fucking gold. Fucking
yeah,
gold.
Do you want like being like such like a history guy? Like, do you like all those like type of movies? Like, did you enjoy what was that the movie that Mel Gibson did with
Patriot?
Like,
the Patriot,
Patriot
Braveheart,
with like the face paint, the Highlander movie.
Braveheart.
Braveheart.
So good, man. Yes, yep. All those movies, dude. I've seen them all. I love them all.
Nice.
Braveheart was definitely fucking fire as fuck, man. That was such a good movie, dude. That was definitely a lot of sad moments in there. But man, that was such a good movie. Anytime it comes on TV, and the Patriot was so good too. Like, I'm a huge Gibson fan. That guy's
awesome.
fucking awesome, man. He's fucking awesome, dude.
If you never saw this show, back when there used to be a channel called Spike TV, I don't really know what it's called now, but they did a short run, like one season show called Deadliest Warrior. And dude, I think you would love this. They actually put it out on DVD, which is awesome. So I actually picked up a physical copy of it, but I'm sure it's on YouTube and whatnot. But basically what they did is they pitted two warriors of history that never would have fought against each other. And they real life tested all of their weapons, whether it was modern times explosives or swords and shields on like ballistics, like bodies of, like, and like pigs and stuff, or like real life flesh analysis, and they would take all their data, and then at the end of the episode, they would put it into a simulator to see who actually would win if they fought against each other. Dude, you would really like that show. I would look it up, man, if you've never seen it. It's called Deadliest Warrior when it was on Spike TV.
I remember hearing about it. I never actually saw it. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out then. God damn.
Yeah, they definitely, because one of the people they definitely did. I should ask this as well, which I'm about to, but because they actually did use William Wallace's character, so they actually did a Scottish Braveheart episode. They've done like gladiator stuff, but then it also just hit me. What did you think of 300 with the Spartans?
It's probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
Nice,
Straight up, dude. Zack Snyder, right? Zack Snyder. He fucking killed that movie, dude. That. Oh my god, all the slow motion sequences in that, man. I remember the first time I saw that movie, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And my favorite scene is that fucking 1 minute slow motion sequence where Leonidas is just fucking killing everybody. That's my favorite scene in that whole movie. And
I like that. I was just gonna say, I like that similar scene when the father watched the death of his son from getting beheaded, and then he just loses his shit and just starts taking it out on the fools.
Yep, just starts slashing everybody. And the second one was great too. I'm really pissed off there's not a third. You know what I mean? Like, the second one was awesome too. With what was his name? I can't remember. Shit. But yeah, huge fan of 300, man. Huge fan.
Hell yeah, man, for sure. Angel, is there anything left on the board, my friend?
Nope.
We're looking good. Cool. Well, Corey, man, we really appreciate your time, man. The thing that's most important to myself and Angel is that you enjoyed yourself. You felt respected. You enjoyed the questions that were asked of you, and that you just, enjoyed, giving us some of your time.
Fuck yeah, man. I had a blast, dude. You guys have been great.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for bearing with us with the porn stuff earlier.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Our homie definitely keeps it a little bit bright when it comes to our episode whenever Bobby joins us. But also, Corey, before we let you go, man, please, where can you be found? Where can Carbonstone be found? Plug your socials, brother.
Anywhere, obviously Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just type in Carbonstone, we will pop the fuck up. YouTube, obviously, all the music videos are there. We are the only band called Carbonstone in the entire world. So anywhere you type in Carbonstone, we will pop the fuck up.
Carbonstone, not carved in stone.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, Corey, I appreciate you, man. And absolutely, dude, you're welcome anytime. If you ever need it, if there's anything that pops up and you're like, hey, we would love to talk about this. And if you're just like, hey, bro, can I pop on to just talk about some shit that I got going on? We're always going to say yes. If you've got some shows that you're ever doing that you want some hosts to get up there and hype you guys up before you guys come live, me and Angel are your boys.
Fuck yeah, man. I appreciate it, dude. I will fucking hit you guys up.
Yeah, right. Or like a tour announcement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Anytime, for sure. Well, Metal Summoners, Carbonstone fans, thank you guys all so much. Anoxia fans, thank you guys all so much for tuning in and rocking out on us. Angel and I we can never not be just so appreciative of everything that you guys give us by enjoying these shows, getting interactive, and showing our guests so much love and so much respect. So Metal Summoners, Anoxia, and Carbonstone fans, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. On behalf of Corey James and Carbonstone, we really appreciate his time. Make sure that you're following Angel at Angel Alamo 78 on Instagram, as well as you can find him on Facebook as well. You can find me at Salem.vampire on Instagram. You can also find my musician page, which is Salem-J on Facebook. And I also have a regular page as well. But the big thing is make sure that you guys are following the Metal Summit on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Facebook, especially Facebook and YouTube, because that's where we're live. That's where these interviews take place on. And that's where you got to interact with guys like Corey James. So again, thank you so much, fans. We appreciate you guys. guest announcement coming up over the weekend for next week. But also don't forget, because the announcement is out already, we are going to be going live tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. We're going to have Stephen Mann from Lionheart. So we will see you guys in about 12 hours for a fresh episode. And we really look forward to rocking out with you guys again in a little bit. And then again, over the weekend for next week's announcement, we're going to have a great time as then. But again, thank you guys so much. Support Carbonstone, Anoxia, and Corey James and everything that he does. Find him and follow his socials and rock out with him and show him a lot of love and support so he can stay on the road and continue to perform for you guys. And on behalf of myself and Angel, we appreciate you guys. See you in 12 hours. Take care. Be good to each other. As always, you've been watching the Metal Summit.
Awesome.